Welcome back, guys. So this is a cake decorating video that I'm doing, and I was trying out a white almond cake recipe because I have something planned for the next month. So I needed to try out the recipe, and I tried the buttercream that I've used in previous videos. I will not be using that for this cake. I think I'm gonna remake the cake to try something different to get it a little bit. I wanted it to be moister. I love the flavor of the cake, but I just want to see if I can, by chance, see if I can get it a little bit more moist. So I'm gonna remake it and I'll do another video on that. So I also want to thank you guys for all the views. One of my videos is at 4.1K right now, and another one is at 1,000. So I thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to my channel. I will be doing more videos. I did a cookie cake pop one. I can upload it. I just didn't know if I really liked it. I tasted them and I was like, it wasn't anything special. It didn't taste like a cake pop, but it tastes like cookies. Those sugar cookies that are soft and they have the icing on them. I did it with that. So I might upload it within the next week, but we'll see. So like I said, this was a white almond cake, and the buttercream, as I stated before, is a buttercream that I've used in previous videos. So now I'm trying to kind of simulate what I will be doing. So it's a semi-naked white almond cake, and I used just a regular cake board in this video. Normally I would use a cake drum if I was giving it to somebody because I want them to actually be able to hold it. If I just use a cake board, it's very flimsy and it will hold the cake, but it's not sturdy. So if I'm doing a tiered cake, I would put the cake board underneath it as it is, and then I would stack that on top of the other layer. Now I'm using my offset spatula to smooth in my buttercream and add it into the holes where the cake has a hole from me putting another layer on top. The recipe I use actually made 3 layers, so it's from, I believe it's ChelSweets. I can link it in the description box below. And I did this video also because I did a white chocolate drip on top, and I wanted to show you guys the mistake that I made. So you'll see that we'll be looking at that here pretty soon. And after I do this, after I get the buttercream on, and I kind of do it at I would say it's a 90-degree angle to the cake board, but I think the way my hand is, I don't really want to see it to 90 degrees. I also need to invest in a tall cake scraper. I have a short one and I'm not fond of it, so that should be my next purchase, is a tall cake scraper. And I also recommend, so here's my mistake. As you can see, it's not flowing right. That's why I wipe it off. It's not the right consistency. That's why it didn't drip the way I needed it to drip, and it's still not doing it. As you can see, it's holding its space when it should be going all the way down. So when you do drips, and I had my cake chilled for about 20 minutes in the fridge, so when you do drips, you want to make sure that it's flowy and it's running off wherever your spoon or whatever you're using. So I tried to see if I could salvage it right here. I was like, well, maybe I'm just doing it the wrong way, but it's just not the right consistency. So I ended up as you'll see, I end up taking it off and trying it again. If you kind of let the white chocolate set, it's easier to take off than when it's drippy like it is. And like I said, since my cake was chilled, it was already setting, so I really didn't have anything to worry about. So now I just pop it off the cake, not all at once, it was in chunks, but I just take it off, and thankfully I had more buttercream to add onto the top, because otherwise you'll see how it looks streaky. So then I just correct that with extra buttercream and my offset spatula, and we keep going. That was, like I said, just to get it to your white chocolate. I didn't show that, but to get it to the right consistency, you really just need to add vegetable shortening. I have said this in my cake pop videos, I prefer vegetable shortening to vegetable oil, just because of how the consistency is. If you use too much vegetable oil, it becomes, to me, it doesn't dry properly. It has a very sticky, not sticky, but you can easily take the chocolate off of a cake pop, or yeah, off of a cake pop. Even once it's applied and it has hardened, it's easy to take off because it didn't set. So that's why I prefer vegetable shortening, and you don't have to use a lot of vegetable shortening. And I've also stated the chocolate I use, so I can put that in the description box as well below. But that one, it doesn't have a smell, it's not candy melts, it's melting wafers, so I can put that. And as you can see right here, the consistency is so much better. I don't really, right now, I don't have a preference of whether I like to spill it over with my offset spatula or using a piping bag. As you'll see, I do continue to use the piping bag around the edges, but I think I would have preferred to use the piping bag on the edges. And in this one, I used a Ziploc bag. So as you can see, it just flows right over and it continues to go down, but it's hardening over what I already did because my cake is chilled. Whenever you do a drip cake, you want to always make sure that your cake is chilled, because it kind of helps with moving the drip down and hardening it quickly, so it can kind of stop if it goes all the way down to the cake board. So I do recommend working with a chilled cake when you are doing a drip cake. And and as you can see, me adding the drips with the piping bag kind of helps it go down. I could also use a spoon. I haven't used a spoon yet, so maybe next video I'll try that. And I just added some rosettes. This cake wasn't for anybody. I did end up giving it away. It was actually, like I said, the flavor was really good. And for some reason right there, my nozzle keeps messing up on my 2D Wilton nozzle piping tip. I don't know why, but anyways, now I'm also going to show you guys how to cut a cake and how to maximize your servings. If you cut it, I guess this would be horizontally, and then you end up cutting it. Once you get it cut, you cut it vertically. You can get out of this one 4, and say you're having like a kids party, you can cut those 4 slices in half and get 8, and bam, you still have enough cake for, I want to say I did it 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 times 4 is 16, but if you cut them in half, you'll get 32. So you could serve 32 people with this cake if you needed to. And I just put some buttercream in cups because, like I said, I did end up giving it away to people, so just in case it wasn't enough buttercream for them, I just gave them little cups. And these pieces right here were pretty big, so you could have even cut them smaller than what I cut them and had more than 32 servings. And as you'll see, they're pretty big cuts. I bring it back in the camera here, so you could even cut those smaller. This is the best way to maximize your servings on a cake. If you guys have any questions, you could put them in the comments below, or anything that you would like me to try out, put that in the comment below. I greatly appreciate you guys, your views, your likes, and I will see you on the next video. This is what the cake looked like from up on the top. It was really cute, and a side view. So thank you guys. I'll see you on the next video.